So what's up, everybody? Back at you with another review. KidSkillionaire here. Falcon Winter Soldier, episode 4. Let's dive right into the video. All right, so Falcon, Winter Soldier, or how I like to call it, Baron Zemo, Falcon, and then Winter Soldier, because this guy is just carrying the show for me. Yeah, solid episode here. Super exciting. The episode starts. So Bucky's in Wakanda. Well, we last left off with him talking to one of the Dorja Malaj, one of the warrior women of Wakanda, and I like how they showed like a little backstory, a little flashback where basically his programming, they helped him rid himself of that programming that was the Winter Soldier mind control. And there's a great imagery of him and his past acts, killing the Starks, with the mask and all badass. And I like that they showed that. We really didn't get much of an explanation of how he went good, basically. But yeah, we just assumed after the time spent in Wakanda, then that's what was done to him. So a nice little flashback. The woman tells him, of course, they want Zemo back. It was like, we're going to take him back in. Winter Soldier says, we need him. We're following this lead. And she's like, okay, you have 8 hours. So they got 8 hours to get their use from this man before these woman soldiers are coming for this guy. You don't want probably the most powerful nation in the MCU after you. That can't be a good thing. So yeah, Zemo, just being awesome. There was a scene where he was they're looking for what was her name? Danya, the girl that passed away. So they're looking for any leads to find her, get information about these flag smasher terrorists / revolutionaries / freedom fighters. Depends on your perspective of how you want to look at it. So yeah, like there was a scene where Zemo's given, he's like, it's a Turkish delight, and those small little candies, and he's giving some to these children. He actually finds the lead, I guess this country, they're not so trustworthy of outsiders, but Zemo, played his part well. Even when he gave this little girl some candy, he's like, yeah, tell me where they're having the funeral. Oh, later today, this afternoon. Oh, by the way, don't trust the 2 men behind me. So small things like that, little nuances, like really go a far way, because you know this guy's up to something. Yeah. So definitely super villain vibes going. Giving candy to kids, saying, hey, don't trust these of it. That was a great scene, I thought. John Walker, U.S. agent, basically, as he is in the comics. So U.S. agent, you saw a little bit more into his character, how he's slowly losing it. We didn't get so much into his backstory besides him having the 3 medals of honor and physical stats off the charts for a human. Yeah, there was actually a scene where he sat with Battlestar, and we'll get to him in a minute. And he's like, well, when we were in Afghanistan and I earned those 3 medals of honor, what we didn't feel right, or it wasn't right. So maybe he did some shady shit to get those. That's what they were alluring to, it seemed. So yeah, basically, Sam meets with Kali. Kali, can't say her last name, don't remember. The woman of the flag smashers. And yeah, you kind of gave an insight to her. Sam's like, I'm going to go meet with her, talk to her one-on-one. I used to counsel soldiers who had trauma. U.S. agent is like, oh, we're gonna back you up. You got a few minutes, and we'll go in there. You're gonna be alone with a super soldier. And we don't want to let that happen. So basically, he meets with her, and it seems like he was getting through to her. It was a really kind of decent look into their mind about their actions and whatnot, and it was going all well, and then U.S. agent busts in and attacks them or tries to arrest them. Before that, they handcuff Zemo to a bar, so he's already acting out of line, about to arrest this guy, wants to arrest her, and he's coming in, big shot, and total dick through that whole series, really. Just more of it has been shining through the past episode or two, but yeah. So he's chasing her down, and I guess they ended up losing her because of interference. I know. Oh, because there was a maze. There's like an underground tunnel. Bucky and Sam, they don't know where she went. Zemo actually finds her because I guess he knows the location a lot more than these guys, and he basically tracks her down. She had the vile super soldier serum, and him being all anti-super soldier shoots her in the stomach. She retreats. She barely gets out of there, and he sees all the virals, and he steps on them. He's breaking them, and of course there's one last one, and who that goes to. So U.S. agent hits him in the head with the shield, and yeah, they apprehend him back, and he holds one on just for safekeeping. So yeah, so now John Walker, fake Captain America, has one of those serums. It seems like the rest are destroyed, at least at this point. Let's see. So after that, I think we got yeah. So after that they try and so Kali calls Sam's sister. She was introduced with the fishing boat, family fishing boat. And Kali's talking to her saying, oh yeah, AJ, the kids and stuff. So obviously they got eyes on her, and Sam wasn't really cool with that. So he's like, okay, I'll meet with you, one-on-one. They try and meet again. And this time it goes even worse. Yeah, so basically now she's got her backup, all the Flag Smasher super soldiers to assist her. And yeah, so another little bit of a brawl ensued. No, before that though, what were they called? The Dora Milaje. They come in, they're like, okay, 8 hours is up. We're here to get Zemo. And U.S. agent, he's just like, you don't have jurisdiction here. And they're all like, the Doja Milaje district where we go, where the Doja Milaje go. And they beat the shit out of these guys. I mean, Bucky, Sam. At first they let John Walker and Battlestar duke it out for themselves, and they get trashed, like, absolutely, which further goes on with John Walker, like, oh, he gets his ass kicked, and then he's looking down at the show, he's like, oh, they weren't even super soldiers. And I like how one of the girls, she did like a pressure point technique onto Winter Soldier's arm. I did not know they had that fail safe or weakness installed in him, but I guess it was a pretty good idea by them. So that was interesting. Literally disarmed this man. So they get trashed, and then Kali calls Sam, and they set up another meet. But during this whole fight with the Wakandan woman, which kicked these guys' ass, but Zemo just is drinking the rest of his whiskey and slowly making his way down a corridor. And when they looked to find where he went, they're like, oh, he El Chapo'd his ass out of here. So there was like a hole in a sewer. So this guy's going in the wind. So he's nowhere to be found. But still love to see more of this guy. Of course, he's not going for good. Sharon Carter was briefly in this episode. Something about her tracking down U.S. agent. So basically, Kali, when she met with Sam the last time, I think they were like, we have to kill Captain America to prove our point and blah, blah, blah. So, they come geared up this time, Falcon outfit. I guess Winter Soldier doesn't have to put much on. He's just an arm. So he's able to put that back into place. And there was a moment here, I'm just going to skip to it, where Battlestar was captured. They took him, and there was a scene where he's handcuffed and knocked out next to a dripping pipe with water next to him or some kind of fluid. And I just got serious Jason Todd vibes from that. I'm just like, oh man, something's going to collapse. A pillar's going to fall on him. And you had that suspenseful music, which seemed like ringing in the ears for a minute or two. And I'm like, oh man, that when you hear that ringing in your ears, that's like, okay, there's an accident about to happen. Someone's going to die. And I was just like, I wanted Battlestar to be around. He seemed cool. Lamar Hopkins, I'm interested to hear more about him. But if they kill him, for the story, I mean, do what you got to do, I guess. It turns out U.S. agent blasts serum. He takes it. Of course he takes it because he's throwing the shield. It's getting stuck in the walls. And it's like, well, it's vibranium, but, he's not that strong. So, it definitely gave it away. Sam saw him take a pipe from a guy and bend it. So, the feat strength are right there. And basically they go rescue Battlestar. Who gets out of the handcuffs, or was zip tied handcuffs. So he freed himself and got out of it. And one of the Flag Smasher soldiers kicks him super hard and he hits a wall, and it seemed like he cracked his neck. So they killed him that way. I mean, that was a little, anticlimactic of a kill. If he's even dead, because we don't know that. It seemed like he's dead. But I would have done something more like a exploding building, piece of debris crushes him, or, oh, we left him in that building, we couldn't get to him in time, or serious Jason Todd vibes coming from that. So Walker goes nuts. He chases one of the guys down, and in the middle of a lot of phones, hits him repetitively in the face with the shield. They could have showed, a little bit more blood, like gore. At least the guy's face getting caved in or something. Not be disgusting, but first he's normal, and then it was like a badass imagery of him just holding the shield. He does that one drop from how many floors up, and the weight crushes like a little bus, and no fractures or nothing. So he's definitely a super soldier now. And I'm sure that'll mess with his head too. But great, solid episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm really enthralled in the series. Definitely invested. Want to see more of Zemo, of course. And Walker, we all saw this was coming, fake Captain America, just a matter of time before he was a, villain of the show. So they have a lot of antagonists going for him here. I think Flag Smashers, they're kind of like the fill-in, they're technically antagonists, but I think later on they'll be like, okay, they were kind of more just doing what they felt was right. They were doing more right things and wrong. Just how they went about it was bad, and we really got to stop U.S. Agent and Zemo eventually. So great solid review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, or let me know how you guys felt of the video. Is this a series you guys are following? Yeah, let me know, and catch you back next week.